Got my man Chuck Carroll with us in the house. We're gonna be making one of your go-to recipes when you're traveling.
Trust the former fat guy. We know flavor.
I like that.
All right, good morning everyone and welcome to another cooking video. As you can tell, I'm with a special guest. Got my man Chuck Carroll with us in the house.
What's up, man?
Excited to cook?
Oh, that's a question? No, that's just a statement of fact, my friend. I'm damn excited to cook.
Beautiful. Well, hey, we're gonna be making one of your go-to recipes when you're traveling. If you guys are wondering with the splint here, Chuck and I played basketball. He dunked on me and broke my wrist, basically. And
I told you I had ups. I told you. Don't mess around with me.
I'm not messing with Chuck anymore. So yeah, recipe. You've actually made this dish while you've been on this trip to LA.
Yeah, a couple of times already, yeah.
Yeah, so you already have bought all the ingredients. So basically we rebought everything so that Chuck can show you guys how he makes this simple dish that's delicious. It's whole food, plant-based. It's high in protein, low in fat. There's no oil, I believe, in any of the ingredients. And it's gonna be pretty darn quick. Like, how long does it take you to make this dish?
The hardest part is just roasting the vegetables, and that's not even hard. It just, you know, it can be in little as an hour, but it's one of those set it and forget it deals. It's not like you're gonna be slaving over the stove for the full hour. It goes pretty quick.
Yeah, so we'll set it and then we'll go do some other things.
Yeah, I'll dunk on you again. Get that other
Perfect, get that other going. Awesome. I said, you mind sharing with people the ingredients we're gonna be using?
Yeah, no problem. So number one, simple. You can get this at literally any grocery store. It doesn't have to be a bougie one. Just any kind of mixed green that you like. Sweet potato, we're going to chop this up into chunks and then roast that. Then we've got ourselves a red bell pepper.
Probably the most expensive bell pepper we've got.
I mean, we don't have to talk about the price, but that LA markup is real. Yeah. Mushrooms, you can get bougie kinds, but these are just white button mushrooms for the speed of today. We went and got pre-chopped, but you can get your own, save a couple coins. Then we've got broccoli, really easy. Hummus, this is my trick for replacing dressing on a lot of things. Hummus goes a long way.
And it's an oil-free one as well.
It is definitely oil-free. I always try to find a nice oil-free brand. This happens to be a local one here in LA, so I'm excited to try that. And then tofu, boom, protein, big time. Yeah, so we'll throw some of that in there. And then my absolute favorite in the world, kimchi. Little bit of heat to it, not too bad. You do okay with the spice?
Yeah, I'm white, so...
What do you think I am, you silly goose?
I'm real white. I'm real white from Canada in the snow, minus 40.
All right.
So now I can deal with it pretty well. So basically the mixture of these two is making a little bit of the dressing and the flavor for it?
Absolutely. So this is going to give it a nice coat, and then this absolutely will coat everything else, and then no added oil, no wacky salad dressings, nothing like that. And it's just a nice bowl. You can mix everything up on your own. It's going to be delicious.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty low in calorie because basically the highest calorie item is going to be the tofu.
Yes.
And then the chickpea is going to be pretty low in calories since there's no oil added to it. Yeah, 3 grams of fat per serving. Typically you'll get like 8 or 10 per serving?
Well, I find that there's, you know,
put tahini in it.
Tahini definitely, but I'm a big believer that hummus should be its own food group. So I'm definitely doubling up on the serving size when it comes to hummus. So a little bit misleading, but yeah, if you can keep the oil out of it and keep the flavor, good to go. And honestly, a lot of people try to avoid tahini as well to keep that fat content extra low. Yeah. But I think that if a hummus does not have oil in it, you're doing okay. So yeah,
perfect, awesome. So what's the first step? Where are we starting?
We gonna chop up this here red bell pepper.
Bell pepper,
broccoli, sweet potato. So we're gonna chop all this stuff up, put it in an air fryer. Obviously, you're not going to get an air fryer in every hotel room, but we happen to be in your crib today, so we have one. Easy tip is you can either go to a salad bar. Sometimes they have a lot of pre-roasted things, or Airbnb. Make sure that you get a place instead of a hotel room that does have an oven.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's kind of the same price too.
Yeah.
Airbnb and hotel, and you get a full kitchen.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a good deal. Definitely a good deal.
Let's transition to the chopping table. All right. So, Chuck, where are we starting with the sweet potato?
Sweet potato is going to take the longest to cook, honestly. So that's why we're going to start with that.
Oh, you had that move ready.
I did. I was. Yeah. Hopefully the mic picked that up too. So yeah, man, we just.
What special effects?
Please do.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, I am not a master chef by any stretch of the imagination, and I find that to eat healthy, you don't have to be a master chef either. You just have to know how to like put the knife down.
Yeah. No, you're doing a good job, man. I love that you're doing all the work because you injured me, so, you know.
It's only fair. And like I said, you want to go out there and play another game. I'm telling you, I'll do the same thing. I'll dunk
I'm
on
good.
your
I need
face.
at least one wrist, man. I gotta work.
Get your wrist. I'll go for your knee next time. All right, so then we just chop it up. And to speed things up, I like to keep it kind of on the thin side. If you are at home, and I do make this at home as well, and you have a julienne, you can just kind of
Slice it on.
yeah. That thing will work like a champ. But
Perfect.
here, and you
Keep
got
your
a couple
fingers,
of roll.
Chuck. You're at the end of it.
I'm trying. Or I'm going for karma.
we got a bit of thumb. All right.
All right, so now,
Pop these guys in here.
well, but wait, we're gonna have
Oh,
these as
more.
well.
Oh, all right.
So we're really going to try to speed up the cooking process. So and then we'll just,
Oh, yeah. So you take a big risk on that cut.
yeah, I was like, I rethought that for a second. Yeah. So then,
There you go. That's gonna cook a lot better.
You see that? They come out to be about that size, and they should cook pretty quickly.
Master Chef Chuck.
Hardly, sir.
They did have a vegan cooking show at one point. Did we see that before?
On what, the Food Network or something?
Yeah, it wasn't planted. I can't remember what the word was, but they had like a kind of like Master Chef type thing, but for vegans. They did one season of it, and I think they're going to do another one soon.
Like Iron Chef, are you talking about?
Yeah, like
But
that
was
style
like
of show.
vegan?
Yeah, like people compete and they have to make different vegan dishes.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
Oh, peeled. That's what it was.
Huh.
Peeled. Yeah.
I don't know why that one was never on my radar.
What is it called? Chris Tucker is vegan chef. We were just with
Not
him
the
on
actor Chris Tucker?
No, I know. No, we were just on a vegan cruise with him. He's a vegan chef. I had him on the podcast. He was one of the judges for the show.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Last one. There we go.
Awesome.
Boom. There we go.
All right. Again, no oil.
No oil.
I'm gonna pop this in the air fry over here. I'll do a little bit of work.
Please.
All right. So we got two compartments, which is pretty great. And then for the other compartment, what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop up some tofu, which we should have pressed before, but whatever. It's all right. Well, give me the knife, Chuck. Well, give me the sharp side. All right, thank you.
Yeah. See that?
And over by the
first.
blade. All right, I'll do this one. So if people are figuring out my wrist is not broken, it's just twisted.
Kind of like your mind.
Exactly. People see these cooking shows are very casual. There we go.
Yes, they are here on Fit Vegan.
Exactly. Oh yeah, like you said earlier, people think it needs to be complex to prep food. You don't even need a cutting board for your tofu. You can just cut it in here.
Yep.
Oh my god, my wrist is so stiff. Yeah, let's film it in a way where it's not awkward.
Well, sir, with that wrist guard, there's no way this isn't going to be awkward for you.
You want to throw some spices in there? Just keep it plain and let the hummus and the kimchi do the work.
You can do a little spice. I'm a turmeric guy, so I put turmeric on almost everything. Just for its anti-inflammatory properties. Generally, turmeric does not have an overwhelming flavor if you don't let the profile dominate. Honestly, the kimchi and the hummus, they're going to wind up being the dominant flavors here, along with the sweet potato. And I do not season my sweet potatoes on purpose because I find like naturally they have enough flavor.
Yeah, it tastes so good.
Yeah. If you want to throw in some turmeric, great. If not, man, I'm cool to let it be.
Well, let's see if we have some turmeric. In your house, you have like a bunch of spices in your cupboard and you don't know what's in there. I got garlic, I got basil, I got thyme, I got
You can throw a little garlic on there. Garlic's always good. If you want to give it a little bit of a smoky flavor, I see you got some liquid amino there.
Yeah, you want to put some liquid amino on here?
Why not?
All right. So it's real casual. There you go.
There we go.
I got smoked paprika. I got cumin. I do have turmeric.
There it is.
There you go. Anti-inflammatory.
Big time.
Perfect.
Keep it simple, man. I'm a big believer in the KISS philosophy when it comes to cooking. Keep it simple.
Beautiful. I'm good. My wrist is already tired.
I'm so sorry, man.
So there you go. Perfect. So I'm gonna show this in here. So because this is like a dual zone, you can kind of control how much time. So we can do, let's do 20 minutes at 390 versus 30 at 350. So we'll do that for both of them. Sweet potato might take a little bit longer, so we might need to run it. But yeah, we'll give that a shot for 20 minutes. Now down to cut the next vegetable, some bell pepper and some
broccoli.
Out of all these episodes of Exam Room, this is your first cooking show. Had to happen with me, man.
Had to.
All right,
Fate.
go for it.
All right.
What's your trick for bell peppers? To To remove all the
Core it
seeds?
first, yeah. Core it first. Get that big hunk of you don't need it out of there. Has somebody invented a gadget where you can just kind of like press it?
I chop the top, like the thinnest layer of the top, and I turn around and I give it a few smacks.
Oh, is that what?
And I
Well,
remove
son
all
of a
the
gun!
seeds.
If this didn't sink in there, that is not my day right there. We're gonna have to try it your way. See that? I'll
There you
just,
go.
Pop that out there. Like
And then you
that.
can turn it around and give it a few slaps on the butt.
Oh, look at that!
There you go.
That's not bad. Well played, sir.
Yeah,
well
there you
played.
go.
Learn
TikTok.
something new every day.
TikTok right there.
Oh, was that a TikTok
Yeah,
font?
that's how I learned it.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Yeah, we'll just gut this thing like it's a pumpkin on Halloween. I think that's like a lot of people's first exposure to cooking and stuff is carving out a pumpkin on Halloween. Because you think about it, a lot of those skills kind of transfer over into other dishes.
Yeah, those pumpkin seeds are so good.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Come on.
I used to eat so many of them as a child. This is high in iron, right?
Yeah.
Pumpkin seeds?
Did you save yours and roast them?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we say roast them, salt and pepper. Yeah, I was basically like Iron Man for the amount of iron I was eating.
We're a big Popeye fan. Did you eat your spinach too?
Oh yes, I did.
Good man.
And again, I was a kid, so those Popeyes cigar candies, I ate a lot of those too.
Did they have the little red tips on the end?
No. Oh yeah, the little red dot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you know. All right, so you could slice those up a little bit more, but honestly, we're just gonna wind up sautéing these and they'll cook right down.
Then you put 2 men in the kitchen. I was like, that's good enough. That's all right.
Basically. It's about the flavor. I know how it's gonna taste. I'm not worried about making it look, you know, like a bowl you would pay $25, $30 for in
Yeah.
a restaurant. You'll get $25 to $30 worth of flavor. You just won't get the aesthetics. The aesthetics are you and me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
That's
it
right.
is.
Hello,
With
ladies.
the bonus prize for the dish.
Both married though. Sorry, y'all.
Off the market. Yeah, we kicked out Ivy today, so we can record with you. We'll bring her in at the end so she can try your creation.
She'll say, this is what you were doing while I was on that call all day?
Yeah. All right, yeah, we're gonna have enough space for this.
Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll just mix all that in. Broccoli, after you wash it, doesn't require a whole lot. Are you a big fan of the stem, or are you just a floret guy?
I eat everything.
Good, man.
Yeah.
All right, then we're going to keep that as is. We'll let that
More
cook right on
fiber.
down.
Broccoli's super high in protein as well.
Is it now?
Yeah, broccoli's high in protein for people that didn't know that. Mushroom actually has like a nice amount of protein per calorie as well.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. There's protein in everything, right? So.
There is varying amounts, obviously.
Yeah, so honestly, just adding like mushrooms and broccoli and bell peppers, like that's probably gonna add an extra like 5 to 10, like 5 grams plus of protein.
Nice.
To the dish right there.
Nice.
All right, so now next step is steam. You want to saute these guys?
Let's saute. The whole idea is to keep oil levels low, keep the fat content really low.
Do you want to do some put on high? You want to put on medium?
Put it on like the 8 setting. Is good.
8?
I'm gonna put this in the fridge real quick so it doesn't get any hotter. It gets kind of liquidy.
Yeah. Hey, you're the master chef, man. I'm following. All right.
So now we will have to add a little bit of water to this.
A little bit of water. I like the water from the tap. It's
Even when cooking, you use the filtered stuff?
yeah.
You're
for
a good
everything.
man.
Even if we do pasta and everything, we use the filtered water.
Fancy.
What people who use Fiji water for all of our cooking.
Saratoga.
Yeah. You seen that guy on Instagram?
I still have not seen them, dude. But I did try the Saratoga water with you the other day.
It was good.
That is a smooth cup of water, dude.
Yeah.
Golly.
So what are we waiting here?
We're just waiting on that to heat up. Got our vegetables here. Again, you could spice this up. You could put whatever you want on there. Further down the plant-based road I get, the more I like kind of natural flavor.
Yeah.
Which is great because I don't know what the heck I'm doing in the kitchen most times anyway.
Yeah,
so I don't have to worry about it. You're going to get a nice profile from the kimchi and the hummus. That's going to be the majority of the flavor there. Mushrooms are going to take the least amount of time to cook down. So we're going to focus first on the broccoli and then we'll do the bell pepper. Broccoli's probably going to take the most amount of time.
Okay.
And so we added a light amount of water here, probably maybe 1/8 of a cup to start with.
Yeah.
That'll cook down, but then there's also a lot of water in the vegetables too. That's going to cook out.
Are you going to use a cover for it? Or just going to leave it
You
open?
could.
Just kind of steam it a little bit?
We could do that.
I don't have one big enough for that pan.
I'm not worried about it. It doesn't matter. That's not quite hot enough, but it's hot.
And to be fair, like you don't need, when you're traveling and you're on the go, this is a pretty easy combination to get at the grocery store because you won't have like a stack of spices with you, right?
Exactly.
Airbnbs usually will just have like salt and pepper.
Right.
And they're going to be stuck at that.
And you can grab whatever brand of kimchi and hummus they have available. The thing with the kimchi is you're always going to want to make sure that it's a plant-based friendly version. There are some that have like oyster sauce in there.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
This one, cabbage, carrots, green onion, sea salt, sweet red peppers, crushed red peppers, garlic, leek, and ginger.
That's it.
They're looking pretty good. You already
I
had...
crushed that. I've crushed an entire jar since I've been out here. That is a staple.
I was like, what, 24 hours?
36.
36 hours, okay, yeah.
36.
I told Ivy, I was like, we'll get Chuck to bring his. We don't eat that much kimchi. So I was like, if we buy one, it'll just be in our fridge forever.
Gotcha.
So we'll use this one.
Yeah, man. Now, some people like the smell of kimchi, some people don't. It's a fermented food, so it's going to have an odor to it. If you do not like the smell of it, I guarantee you will still like the taste.
I've had kimchi before. I think with what's his face? Simon Hill.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was talking to me about it.
My wife, I can't get her past the smell, so she won't try it.
The cabbage?
Yeah, it's fermented cabbage. I mean, take a whiff.
Yeah, it smells good. It smells like... Dude,
You see it bubbling? Yeah, that's the fermentation.
It's bubbling. It smells like what's it called? Wild garlic, but it's like wild garlic. I'm like, my dad would buy that every year. Eat that. It smells exactly like that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's why, because it's not fermented.
Well, that is wild garlic.
Lait de bois. That's what it is. Lait de bois. Learning from Chef Chuck here.
That's not Chef Chuck. That's just a guy trick right there. Sorry to dirty up your counter, sir.
It's all good.
If I were a spatula, where would I be?
I would be right here.
Aha! All right, so this is just going to take a minute to cook down. Give that broccoli a toss here.
All right. No, I'm excited because this is our pre-workout meal.
Yeah, we are going to go work out after this. The cool thing about eating this way, though, is like when I used to eat a big, unhealthy meal, I'd be so tired afterward. This is energy boosting. It's energy promoting.
Yeah.
So, you know, instead of stopping at Starbucks, we're going to eat this, get re-energized, then go work out.
And the fact that it's low fat, like lower fat, because the tahini I think would be the only thing in the chickpea.
Yeah.
Like that's going to give you so much more energy because fat just like slows down digestion. You just feel like a little bit heavier when you have a high fat meal before a workout. Maybe a little bit longer. Or just start for another 20 minutes and then we'll look at it at a 10-minute mark, see what it looks like. So you added some water as you've been cooking.
Yeah. So sometimes the pot will get a little too dry, so you just take your Fit Vegan coaching glass and you pour a little water in there like that. Watch it bubble up, and you see it's brown. That's the sugar from the bell pepper. You let that cook back in.
That does smell good.
Yeah. That's all natural, man. People think like a bell pepper wouldn't have sugar in it, but it does. But not least, we're going to add the mushrooms. We got pre-chopped, but again, if you want to keep the cost down, you can chop your own. We're at a point where we need to add a little bit more water. Steam up the joint. And just tuck the mushrooms right over on the side there. And again, natural flavors with the vegetables.
That smells really good. You didn't add anything else. Just the way it was cooked.
100%. And I learned water saute from a good friend of mine named Karen Dugan, who is St. Louis veg girl from the Doc and Chef.
Doc and Chef, yeah. Karen's awesome.
Yeah.
And Jim too. They have a funny dynamic when they record together.
Dude, they're like an old married couple, except they're not married.
Yeah.
They're hysterical.
You want to look at this guy? Is a sweet potato up to your standard?
Yeah, you
try one.
Do a taste test here.
Yeah.
We'll try the Thick Daddy here.
I had one 10 minutes ago.
Taste
Another 13 minutes.
Yep.
Assembly time.
So we're putting the greens in the bowl. Ample amount, couple handfuls at least. These are nice bowls, man.
Philippines. They sell that stuff for like 20, 30 bucks here. It was like $3 in the Philippines.
No tariffs?
Nope, not yet. When it comes with the luggage.
You know what? I'm feeling greeny today, so we're going to put a little bit more in there. I like a lot of greens. Let's finish it down. All right, so now we got that. It's been a while since I packed a big bowl. We're going to start with the vegetables.
Okay.
So I tried to keep these things separated so we could build it so it looks nice. So we'll try to make this look professional. A lot of times I will add grains or quinoa or something like that.
In addition,
or even rice
to
in addition to this, yeah.
Okay.
Just to really give it a nice round nutrient profile.
Reality TV.
And we'll come down over here. We'll get some broccoli over there, just like that.
Oh, looks good.
In the air fryer, we've got ourselves some tofu. Get some red peppers in there for the host.
Yeah, so I can give it a shot.
I hope so.
It's pretty. Yeah, we all did was add spices. I'm excited to see what the chickpea and the kimchi.
We're just making a
Kimchi
mess.
smells good. Like I said, it smells like wild garlic. Is what it reminds me of.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna enjoy this. Let's see here.
We also could have added garlic to this for the sautéed.
We absolutely could have.
Yeah.
We absolutely could have. See, we have other guests here. I feel like we should have gotten maybe a little bit more broccoli, but that's all right.
That's all right. One more piece. That's all right.
That's all right. So now we got that, and now we're gonna come over. Don't worry, I've got clean hands, boys and girls.
That's okay. We only did gardening before. It's fine.
Now we've got ourselves the tofu, which was liquid aminos and a little bit of garlic powder, and then the sweet potatoes, which we did straight. And we'll just put these on here. I'll just grab a tong full of each. We'll put that right there. And we'll come over here. We'll put that right there. Now you're a big protein guy, I know that, so I'm gonna load you up on tofu.
Thank you.
Get your money's worth. Didn't you tell me you eat a whole block at a time?
Yeah, usually a meal will be a whole block. Yeah, it's okay. I won't do that now just because what we want to feed everyone else, but yeah, usually it'll be a full block. A full block of tempeh, a full block of tofu, and then I'll have all the other vegetables and grains with it.
Right on.
Yeah, I've never done the bowl in that way, but also made some Buddha bowls, and yeah, usually it's a block of tofu with everything else.
Yep, all right, good deals. All right, put that up for now.
Now the dressing, the homemade dressing. Did I give you a spoon? I could give you a spoon.
You did.
All right.
Yeah, the homemade dressing. This is gonna stir up that hummus right there. We'll put a little dollop right in the middle there, like that.
Oh, you're making it look nice. All right.
I'm trying, brother. I am not culinarily trained.
Carly, better watch out.
Dude, Plant U has nothing to worry about. Carly Bodrug is a mad genius in the kitchen.
She's really good, yeah.
She would take one look at this and be like, boy, don't even try. Now, me, I'm a kimchi guy. Like, I will go ham. Like, you eat a whole block of kimchi, I eat a whole jar. Or you eat a whole block of tofu, I eat a whole jar of kimchi. Matter of fact, I'm just going to be generous. I don't even care.
All right, go for it.
Now, I'll be a little bit more, I don't know. That's generous. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, we're trying to save some of the hummus for the others. Ordinarily, because I'm not using dressing, I would have gone a little bit harder on the hummus, but hopefully you can blend this up, get a good coat with the kimchi, and be off and running. But this, what did this take? Maybe half hour, 40 minutes to put together?
Yeah, everyone's just like hanging out too.
Yeah.
Probably the main part. All right, look at all these beautiful colors. I'll take credit for it. No, I'm just kidding. Chuck did all the work. Hey, Chuck did all the work on this one. All right, so we got our favorite taste tester here, Ivy.
I feel so honored. Yeah, it's a lot. I like the swirl of flavors in my mouth.
I'm sorry, I can barely understand. I heard flavor.
It's that good. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. You get the mic. Mm-hmm. All right, Chuck, dive in, man.
Enjoy, yeah, man.
Shot. I'll get a pinch of everything. Got some kimchi, some tofu.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want, mix it up. I also call this a kitchen sink kind of a recipe, so it's got a little bit of everything in there.
Oh, it is good.
Well, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Trust the former fat guy. We know flavor.
Oh,
Facts.
I haven't tried like kimchi with the hummus and everything. I never mixed all that together. Because the tofu has turmeric and liquid amino on it. That's really good.
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, this is just a
Like
clip
a
of us
party
eating
in
now.
a bowl.
So everyone, if you enjoyed this cooking video, we'll say a massive thank you to Chuck. This is his go-to recipe when he's traveling to stay healthy, stay on track with his goals. And again, whole food plant-based. Again, pretty easy, fast meal to make. You don't need an air fryer. If you have an Airbnb stovetop, you can cook the sweet potatoes and the tofu on there and kind of blend it all together. And those are ingredients you can easily have access to pretty much everywhere.
Yep.
If you're traveling within the United States.
Absolutely.
Pretty straightforward. So yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, let us know in the comments section below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll put all of Chuck's links down below to the Exam Room Podcast, his Instagram, and everything he has going on. Chuck, any last words you'd like to share?
Eat it. It's good, and I'm hungry, so let's go eat.
It's really good.
Meal time, and then it's workout time, so that's going to be fueling his workout. So if you guys haven't seen that video yet, be sure to go check it out on the YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next one.